math that I'm forgetting about the first things I learned,
Oh yeah.
and which I need those to finish what I'm doing up here.
Yeah.
I was just multiplying irrational fractions, and it was basically square root of 3 over 2 plus square root of 6, right?
Yeah.
Or times. And I was moving it all over and just going over 2. I wasn't multiplying the bottom, even though I know in my head, hey, like, I need to do that. So I'm on the computer hitting the answers. I'm like, that's the right fucking answer. I did it like 7 times. I did one problem in the time that I texted copy. And I'm just sitting there getting angry. And then I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it. I'm going to watch this little how-to video. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, you fucking retard.
Oh, where's my phone? I think it's over there.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Not the right answer for that.
That's what she said.
So
that's you say, where did I put it, or where should I put it? Then you say,
I know what I was doing.
I know that you know that you know
that there are some whores in this house.
And the roofs are brand new.
Jake, are you? Is that a shirt hoodie?
that's just I'm no shirt in it right now.
Oh no, I thought I was like, man, I'm not. I was like, who else is?
I was talking about shirt cocking earlier today.
I saw it on a video.
I was I was talking to my boss, and I was like, hey man, have you ever heard of shirt cocking? A lot of people call it Winnie the Poohing, but I call it shirt cocking. And he's like, no, I've never heard of shirt cocking. I'm like, well, now you have.
Guys are just trying to see how many times you can fit shirt cocking into a 5-minute conversation.
Shirt cock.
Anyway, I was there shirt cocking it.
You gotta be kidding me.
What?
Oh,
what happened?
I was going to show you guys. So apparently, so you know how normally tablets are like flat and shit.
Oh, Dave gone.
So you know how they're normally flat. So
yeah, Grayson had one like that.
Yeah, this is apparently what happens when a kid gets angry for no specific reason and takes it out on their electronics. Over there, right about there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Nintendo Switch, which used to be in their room.
No, I was gonna say this when you were saying this is what happens. I was gonna say right before you catch a child abuse rap. Because
told him like, well, you're gonna have to find something other than screens to entertain yourself, and I'm a little annoyed to find out that this has happened, and now I realize that the only reason you wanted to play Xbox with me is because it was an operating video game system.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and eat a bag of dicks on that one. You lost your privileges here, and it's not getting replaced. If it was an accident, accidents happen, you know? Yeah. But the word that got used was stomp. Oh. And I put
like
a lot
the New
of
York City musical stomp?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I put a lot of emphasis on the words we choose and the words we use. And so, you know, it's by the way, check it out. Speaking of the words we use, I decided that stomp was a word that I could not abide.
What about stomp out cancer?
Well, I could go get that cup.
Okay.
Can we go stomp the yard?
We got one of those too.
Dude, I love the commercials for Stomp the Yard, like the original trailer, because a guy shows up at college. He's like, "Hey, what are they doing?" Like, you never heard of Stomping the Yard?
Dude, there was a line of those movies: Stomp the Yard, Drumline.
Yard 2. Stomp the Yard 2.
What was the B2K movie where they all breakdance champions and stuff like that?
Oh God. You got served.
Yeah, you got served.
I can say I've never watched any of those.
I loved Drumline.
Nope. Nick Cannon is hilarious, Dad.
And there was like
Cannon.
there's like the one
Fuck
white
you,
kid
son.
who's in the drum line and like, well, you hear white boy, and he's like, I just felt the rhythm ever since I was white.
Ever since I was white.
He's like John Smith, BYU.
Yeah, exactly. How come you want to be part of the Atlanta A&T Drumline, the best in the nation? Best in the nation.
I think I saw You Got Served in theaters with Katrina.
I bet you
Jake
did.
doesn't know her.
She's the big spoon chick.
Yep.
Bitch, I seen you eat cereal with a big spoon.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Jake has seen her before.
At
He
tailgating
wouldn't
or
at
duck
tailgate.
game, yeah.
It was right after Jeff got out of prison,
Mhm.
and we're all sitting there, and she walks by and goes, "Hey,
Wait,
Jeff."
prison or prison?
Prison.
Ah, okay.
Butt stuff.
Ah.
Oh.
So before he was just in prison, but then he went to like prison.
Went to prison.
With prison.
Gotcha.
But yeah, she walked by. I'm sitting right next to him, and she goes, "Oh, hey, Jeff, how's it going?" And they had like a quick minute conversation. Then she walked off, and I was like, "Hey, remember that time I took her virginity?"
Where'd you
And
put
then
it?
Yeah. Where'd you
Put it in
take
my
it
pocket.
In my pocket.
Right next to my
I got
rocket.
a pocket full of virginity.
I got a pocket full of virginity.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I got a pocket full of hymens.
Pocket full of hymens is the name of the pre-show, by the way.
It is now. I was hanging out at the Davis all the time, and hanging out with that crew. There came a period of time where one of their sisters thought I was hot shit, and so I didn't dissuade her from thinking so. And there was a night, like, I don't know, this is so funny to me. The dude who always wanted to fight everyone, like the Mexican dude, he always wanted to fight everyone, was playing the intermediary. Like, I'm over there, I'm talking to Dorothy. And he's like, Chuck is this little short sawed off shit, right? Like 5'7", full of nothing. Like the only thing about him is that he's got a concealed.
Hold on.
Yeah, but Dave,
he does damage at close range, but he does damage close up, but not no
he's
range.
white. He doesn't have the Islander gene in him, so he's just a pipsqueak.
None of that. Ah!
Yeah, exactly. So, and so
I love how you always say I've got the Islander gene, but I come from the smallest Islanders.
I know, right?
Hey, you know what? Small. What is it they say? Best Latino, worst Asian.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Dave says that, but still.
I've heard it from other people.
I've heard it in circles.
Are these people?
A lot of people are saying. A lot of people are
saying it.
I would never say that.
But so this little sawed off pipsqueak is like, oh, I'm gonna kick the fuck out of Jake. I'm gonna beat his ass. He's like, no, you're not. And I got some bad news about your sister.
Oh.
That was my V card story.
I got a pocket full of.
I got a pocket full of V cards.
That fits better. Yeah.
We need to make a Halloween costume, the Dehymenator.
Ooh.
All right, you could also be an inflamed perineum.
You could hand people cards with the letter V on it and then take them back. Be like, I took a V card.
And I stole it.
Walk around asking people for their attention and be like, you fool, now I have your full attention.
You have to call them fools.
You fool.
You fool.
Now I have your attention.
That clip of Dan Aykroyd on SNL for the Daily News came up the other day, and I was laughing so hard. I've heard it a million times. It's like, I can't remember her name. It was like, Veronica, you dumb slut.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Yeah, you ignorant slut. And I'm just laughing.
So when you're on your back, the meter's running.
Oh god.
There are you can find good things to say about every era of Weekend Update, but I think Dennis Miller and Norm are like they're S tier, like they're their own class.
Yeah.
Then it's Chevy, or no, I'm sorry, Dan Aykroyd, and then like I don't dislike Michael Che and the other guy, but I think
I like a lot of stuff they do.
I like when they write each other's jokes.
Those are good.
Those are always funny.
Like when they started doing that gimmick, that's when I don't know if they've been doing that the whole time, but when they started doing the whole Che writes the
terrible.
Yeah, it's like and it's awesome because it's coming now.
Yeah.
He's about to say something super racist and he's just like I've got to say the line.
Pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, having Coach Prime on there was pretty good.
Coach Prime.
Look at me, man.
Look at me, man.
Wait, didn't what's his name dress up as Coach
Keenan.
Prime too?
Yeah.
Or
look at me, man.
That was
Dion
on.
Okay, I was gonna say, was Dion actually there and he didn't?
No.
Because they've done that before where they have someone come on and then someone dresses up as them.
Like they've
but you've got to like
Faye,
you have to be good at it for a while and then they come on. Like Sarah Palin.
There it is. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, she I've never really liked Tina Fey. Of course, I've never really watched a lot of I've seen her clips and stuff. I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
What, you didn't watch all the smash hit Tina Fey, Amy Poehler movies?
What is that, Baby Mama? That one's pretty funny.
Yeah, I watched that one. That was funny. I watched it with
It's in the Navigator if you want to watch it this weekend.
Okay, I'll hop in.
We'll be there early enough.
Yeah. Movie day.
Be there before. Yeah, we'll be there before most of the games start.
We'll be there before Game Day will be on, so we'll be able to watch Game Day.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, your battery is still here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to come pick that up and charge her up.
I kind of figured, but I keep forgetting to.
It was the night of. I was just like, I'm getting stuff, and I grabbed my internet, and I was like, I don't feel like walking back to the Navigator. I was so tired. I was like, I'm not walking back. I'm not walking the 15 feet. I was like,
I've gone too far.
Yeah.
If I would ever think about it, I drive by there every day. But you also drive by here every day, so double jeopardy.
Michael, that's not how Jeopardy works.
Sorry, what is double jeopardy?
1 pitch, 3 strikes.
So
you gotta be kidding me.
So we're doing the old brekkie burritos?
I don't know, because Tammy and Rebecca are both bringing B&G. So my dad got some brats. So we can have that. And then I don't have to do any work.
I'm still doing Little Smokies.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Because you want Little Smokies.
I want Little Smokies. Oh, there goes Dave again.
And
I made Ben want Little Smokies.
Makes sense.
I'm sure by the time we get to Saturday, Dave will want Little Smokies.
He will.
I always want Little Smokies.
Same.
Yeah, we're doing Little Smokies.
Checks out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, I need to write one more thing on here. Gotta work on my own list.
I was gonna keep my I was gonna bring the blackberry crown, but now there's
still have a blackberry.
There's only about this much of the bottle left.
Oops.
I don't know how that happened.
That's not even worth saving. Might as well drink it.
I feel like we've gone too far. Mazel tov.
That's not sody.
Oi.
So Jen and I were watching Agatha all along last week. Or no, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I had the funny joke this last week. And she's like, wait a minute. This is all just escape rooms.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty funny. And then right before the episode starts, I look over at her and I go, are you ready for an episode that's nothing but lore and gets us nowhere?
And then what is it?
An episode of nothing but lore that gets us nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait a minute. We've got a whole 5 and oh, hang on, my grandpa's calling me.
Well, they had to set up WandaVision Wanda's coming
Oh,
back.
because this is a sequel, right? To WandaVision. And they're bringing another WandaVision. They're gonna have another WandaVision.
Wanda's.
Oh, well, no.
I would be surprised if Wanda didn't show up.
Right? I mean, they have to do a whole redemption arc.
Because they just told us. Well, have you watched any of it yet?
No, but you can go ahead and tell me.
Tommy is the boy
Mm-hmm.
that's in the show. So her kid, Tommy, and he's trying to find Billy.
Oh, okay.
Billy.
So they're real. Are they still creations of her mind? But they're like, okay.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I feel like WandaVision's got a lot of strings that need to be.
I feel like it's
Clear
magic, so they don't really care.
Yeah.
They're like, it's magic. Magic,
Mhm.
magic.
But White Vision's floating around somewhere.
Somewhere. And
White
see, he's
Vision
getting a
becomes the
show.
Quicksilver.
He gets Vision Quest. That's a show that's supposed to be coming out.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And then I think they're filming Fantastic Four now. I think it's supposed to be out next summer.
How do you feel about Pedro Pascal being?
I like it.
You'd like it?
He's a good actor. Like, he doesn't fuck things up.
He is. I just really liked. I can only Jim.
Yeah.
John Krasinski.
He was good.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mind him.
Yeah.
I like the first one they had, really. When they had Jessica Alba. He wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But then when they were like, hey, we're going to take Killmonger and make him a Black Flame on. Like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, right?
You don't have to do that. They can be whites.
Yeah. They can be whites. Hold on, we got a ginger there's a ginger in this comic? Make him black. Like, it's happened so many times. Like,
it's so stupid.
Yeah. Like,
I've heard they're starting to shoot Spider-Man 4 next summer too.
Yep, I saw that one.
And
I saw announcements for that.
From what everybody is assuming or guessing, Sydney Sweeney's going to be Black Cat.
Yeah.
Because she's got giant tits.
My grandpa just called me. He found my watch and wedding ring.
Oh, well, that's good.
So, yeah, that makes me very happy.
Did you take them off before you went to the local bathhouse?
Well, you see, what happened was... No,
I lost it in a stripper.
I take my ring off every day after I do what I do. And I put my watch and my ring inside my Portland Trailblazers stocking cap because I knew if they were in the hat, I was going to put the hat on the next day, and then I would have to get my watch and my ring out of there to do so. Well, I didn't get the hat either.
Yeah, well.
And that was last Christmas. And so I have been without my watch or my wedding ring now for like almost 11 months.
Jesus.
And so I've replaced the watch with a different daily wear.
My watch.
And the very next Christmas, my grandpa
I got it back.
my cousin found it.
This beer I'm drinking today.
Yeah.
A ghost.
Spooky.
Ooh, oh no, it's just a spook.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, we ain't got none of those around here.
So
not out here in the valley.
So as you may know, I'm watching The Sopranos. And I'm in season 3, and it just got to the point where it just had the half black kid show up with Meadow, and Tony Soprano reveals himself to be the world's biggest racist.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you black? Why don't you get the fuck out of my house?"
I feel like that's a joke one of us would say someday because we've seen Sopranos. And then be like, wait, no. Joke.
Who said anything about it being a joke?
Black
I have to
adjacent.
call and ask for permission before I even come over, so that makes sense.
Yeah. That's good. That's because Bonnie's out there with a shotgun. I was trying to frame.
I wish I'd have brought a black dude to Gramps' house.
Oh my god.
Oh, it would have been so good.
Imagine if Heidi brought a black dude to Gramps' house.
I'm glad he was gone. Jeez.
I'm just imagining.
Yeah, it's running through my head.
Like that tattoo song.
Running through my head.
All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head.
I was thinking of a different song running through my head. I think it's like Zebra Head? Somebody, one of those.
Got a zebra head.
Now I'm thinking Zombie.
By the Cranberries?
Yeah.
In your head.
Zombie.
Man, we are good singers.
Tweedly diddly deet. Tweedly diddly deet. Tweedly diddly deet.
That's not the
Tweedly
tune.
diddly deet. Boom, 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 boom.
Jake throwing it back to when they had to get their own drinking fountains.
That's at David Deaton.
Ocean Sleeper. That's not it. It's got to be. All right, it's gonna bug me till I figure out who's saying it.
What's that?
Not the one you said, but like the one I have in my head. Can you hear that one?
No. Sing a few bars.
No, I did. Running through my head. And it's like a fucking emo type, not emo, but like punk pop type shit.
Tonight that I... No, not that.
Where are you?
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Not ringing any bells.
Nope, that's not it.
No.
Hey, is it Silverchair? No.
Was that Today, their song that they had that was not bad?
Silverchair had a couple songs. God, what's the main one that I like by Silverchair? Let me find it.
I have Silverchair song. What is it? I think it's Today.
Tomorrow.
Or maybe it's Toad.
Tomorrow.
Today.
To
Yesterday.
Find out.
No.
Where you gonna go, fat boy?
His there isn't everything. I like to see him live without it.
Yeah, that's a good song. You can be a lot of different singers from that era with the same voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Transient? No.
No, not trannies.
No. Well, I'm gonna listen to it and see if that's it.
On Akone.
So now I want to listen to that Tomorrow song, like all of it.
It's on my playlist.
Nope, it's not this.
Gotta go, fat boy.
I used to play that in my PE classes. I don't know why. We used to play Lola too, because there was a girl named Lola and she hated it. Which made me want to play it even more.
Yeah, the song about
the
girl who's actually a dude.
Is that what that's about?
Yeah, the whole song's about
might be why she hated it.
How you say transvestite.
Oh.
Like let's go. I'm gonna read some lyrics to Lola here. This is not Leela by Bright Eyes. What the fuck?
Lilo and Stitch.
Well, I'm not the world's most physical guy. She squeezed me tight. She nearly broke my spine. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she walked like a woman and talked like a man. Oh, my Lola. Well, we drank champagne and danced all night under electric candlelight.
Zebrahead, I was right.
Oh, nice. She picked me up and sat me on her knee and said, "Dear boy, won't you come with me?" Well, I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when I looked in her eyes, I almost fell for my Lola. I pushed her away. I walked to the door. I fell to the floor. I got down to my knees and looked at her and she at me. That's the way I wanted to stay. I always wanted to be that way for my Lola. Girls will be boys and boys will be girls. It's a mixed up muddle in a shaked up world except for Lola. Well, I left home just a week before, and I never ever kissed a woman before. Lola smiled and took me by the hand and said, "Dear boy, I'm going to make you a man." Well, I'm not the world's most masculine man, but I know what I am, and I'm glad I'm a man. So is Lola.
Yeah, that wasn't it. That was a different song.
Yeah. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola.
Had a bigger dick than me.
That's apparently what it's about.
Apparently.
He says I'm not the most masculine guy. I'm not the world's most physical guy. So this dude definitely got topped by Lola.
Can you hear this now? Never heard that song? Well, it's good.
Yeah, I like that. Because at first I was like, this sounds like every other song from the late 90s, early 2000s. Then it hit that sick guitar riff, and I liked it.
Yeah. Lobotomy for Dummies. That's
I heard
the soundtrack song it's on, album it's on.
I heard, oh, there goes Dave again. Linkin Park was on the radio the other day, and it weirded me out for some reason.
The new one?
No, like One Step Closer.
Oh.
Like I'm sitting there, I'm drilling a table, legs into a table into a van, and all of a sudden I just hear, "I cannot take this anymore."
Saying all the things you said before. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance.
Less I hear, the less you say. Over and over
again.
Over and over again.
I cannot find that song on an album. But I figured out a Zebrahead. So there's that.
Yeah. Did I tell you about calling the office bicycle a bitch?
No, but I like it.
So somebody...
She's a bitch.
She's a bitch. And props to them. It's pretty funny. They've glued a quarter to the floor in the warehouse.
Okay.
Pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
But anybody who's scrounged change off the floor before knows quarters don't just lay around on the floor.
No.
So I'd kicked this thing a couple times trying to see. Oh, I'm like, nope, that's not moving. That's part of the. That's a feature.
That's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And so, like, I needed to go take some paperwork to the front, and she's like, "Hey, you should try to pick up that quarter." I'm like, "Oh yeah, because it's not fucking suspicious." And so I'm like, "Nah, man, I think I'm good." And she's like, "No, pick it up." So I go to pick it up, and what a surprise! It's glued to the floor.
Who knew?
How could this have happened? And I look at her and it's reflexive. I'm like, "You're a bitch." I sound like, wait a minute. Maybe don't be mean to the office.
Maybe tone it down a little bit.
Yeah,
in fact, you should tone it up. Call her a slut tomorrow.
Well, if I do that, she might try to give me the old hawk tua.
Well, just invite your wife.
And then you sue the company for sexual harassment.
She's got. Okay, I don't have anything up at the shop yet. Nobody knows I do a podcast. Like, I'm not trying to act like the.
Plus, we're still in the pre-show.
Yeah, well, not for much longer. I'm not trying to act like the paragon of dental whatever, but like she has the braces that connect, like one that's all the way over here to the front, and it's just a wire, so it's like pulling it all the way. Like I get confused when I see it. So you know the meme of the woman who's like.
Yeah.
Imagine that with braces.
Should ask her when she got into her front end accident.
All right, man. Are you ready for a good ass show?
One of us is.
I thought I saw hair on my fig.
God hates figs.
Oh, fig.
Fig.
Yeah, God hates figs. God hates figs.
Cool.
It's a fig bar.
Not
I
when
want
you
to
eat
take
it.
it to a fig bar now.
A fig bar, fig bar.
Fig bar.
We'll do a fig bar later. Cool.
Is it?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I heard it's hot,
All these guys are buying me drinks, so it's cool.
but my butt hurts.
Yeah, me too.
Here we are,
Right.
back again.
There you are.
I almost said it. I almost didn't say we're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show, and you might recognize him from the Neighborhood Watch board, or you might recognize him from the Neighborhood Watch. It's Dave.
That's right. I'm the board director of the watching of the neighborhoods. And Robin, you should close your window curtain when you're showering. I can see
No,
your
he
dick.
shouldn't. No, he shouldn't.
Called reverse psychology, Jake.
Oh.
We got one of those weird windows you can't see through.
Oh yeah, like one of those like.
You can just tell that there's light.
It looks like a giraffe, but it's
Yeah.
a window.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, speaking of giraffe windows. It's
Look,
Robin.
I'm an emoji.
Great intro, Dave.
Yeah. I am Robin, and I have giraffe windows. You know me, old giraffe window Robin.
That's the name of this episode.
It's giraffe
What
window
they're calling
Robin.
them.
That's
Old giraffe
a lot
window
of people
Robin.
are saying
A
it.
lot of people are saying it.
I would never say that. Bringing it back around to a guy who is not Donald Trump, but he does a good impression because we all do the same one.
I gotta tell you about doing impressions here. So it's me. It's One Take Jake.
Hey, it's Jake.
Back in the saddle again. The grass is damn green in Eugene. I'll be there this weekend. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to this game. I hate orange, but I
Same.
like dark blue. So hopefully they wear dark blue and not orange. But I fucking know. I know enough about college football to know when a team is going to try to be annoying with their uniforms. And I get the feeling that Illinois is coming orange, white, orange because they know we hate orange.
I could see that.
Hmm.
I don't know why I did the Dwight anticipating how long it's going to be till the apocalypse happens, but
What about 17 months?
it's a realistic timeline.
Clearly not 18 months, though.
It could happen.
The best part of that scene to me is after like the third time he goes to the well, Pam gets up, kisses him on the forehead, and leaves. Because she knows
Yeah.
that there's no more talking to Jim. He's done. He's going to be doing this for the foreseeable future.
So good. It's right up there with when Dwight goes, "Why don't you give me your top 100 reasons," or something like that? And he's like, "Oh, I'll do 500." And like gives him a list of, I don't remember what it's about, but
It was like no, that was when Dwight was trying to get into Cornell.
That's right.
He's like, "What are your top 100 reasons for wanting to apply to Cornell?" He's like, "I'll give you my top 500 reasons." I don't know, I'm probably wrong. Fuck.
You are, but it's close enough.
So I was doing impersonations at the dinner table earlier, and I'm going to challenge you guys for this. Give me anyone, and I'm going to give you an impression that will stand the test of time. Just name any celebrity, and I'll knock it out the park here.
Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald. All right, Norm Macdonald. Hey everyone, it's me, Norm Macdonald. I'm here to tell some jokes. You know why? How come everyone loves airplane food? Hey, Norm Macdonald. All right, let me have another one. Give me another one.
What is that from?
It's Jake's life, really.
Me at the dinner table.
Right. Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. All right. Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell. Colin. Hey, everyone, it's me, Colin Farrell. You might recognize me from that movie I was in.
Horrible Bosses.
Oh, yeah, that too. I was also in that.
Penguin. Have you been watching Penguin?
I have not. I'm waiting to finish the things I'm on now.
So good.
I'm an episode behind on Tulsa King because this TV doesn't do Paramount right now.
That's what I was forgetting. I knew there was a show that came out Sunday. I was like, okay, I got Penguin. I feel like there's something else. And I was just sitting there. I was like, there's nothing on Netflix, nothing on Disney, nothing on Peacock. I have no idea.
See, I'm like 40% of the way through The Sopranos, and the way I'm cruising through it, I'll be done in like a month. So by the time the Penguin hits the full season, I'll be good to go.
I think they just did episode 5. Let me double check. And I think they're doing 8. That's a good show. What's your excuse, Dave?
I don't think so.
Watching TV.
I ain't watching TV. Shut up.
Shut up, Dave.
I almost.
I'm just
you almost
busy with my studies.
Maggot with an F.
Had to do a little censorship there almost.
Yeah. There's 3 more episodes left.
All right. So I have 3 weeks to watch the 3.5 seasons of Sopranos. Got it. No problem.
And then there's Wanda.
I'll just quit my job again.
I mean, Agatha.
So
is Wanda showing up? Wanda's showing up, right?
She has to at some point. So, a quick question about that, because I just want to make sure that I'm not getting red herringed here. So in Agatha All Along, by the way, keep up. If Jake has seen it, you should too. You should have seen it by now. So if you don't want to get the spoiler, take your headphones off.
We already talked about it when you took your headphones off. So.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So when the teen, who is one of Wanda's kids, is talking to Quicksilver, is he just straight third personing right there, where he's like, oh yeah, you know, the sensitive one who can hear thoughts, and then the speedy one? Is he like referencing him like that the spirit of Billy or Tommy, whatever the fuck, went into Quicksilver?
I think what he's saying is he is a different. I think he's a different character. I think he's whatever Ralph Boner or whatever the fuck his name was.
Ralph Boner.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph Boner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and Dave and I talked about this. Like, so Billy and Tommy exist in Agatha All Along.
Right.
If you haven't caught up that far, you caught up now. And we've only seen Tommy. So this is what pissed me off. Like Tommy's mouth was all, they had the
sigil
or whatever. Yeah, that thing on him. I could have sworn that motherfucker said Mephisto. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And then it's just Tommy or whatever. Like, well,
how long? Dumb. Like we thought we were going to get Mephisto during WandaVision, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's what they kept pointing towards. At this point, like, I'm tired of waiting for it.
Dude's got to show up eventually.
I also love that in comics, because I believe there's also a version in DC, but there comes a point in every line of comic where they're like, okay, well, we fought every evil. What if we fight the devil? Like the actual devil.
You've already got Thor.
Like, well, we can't call him the devil. We got to come up with something else, like Mephisto. Yes,
Bob.
No, that's too on the nose.
Didn't DC use Azazel? No, Azazel is a character.
Yeah.
In MC and Marvel.
There's also an Azrael in the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
There's all sorts of weird.
What about Zanzibar?
I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that show though. I'll watch the newest episode tonight.
I'll probably end up watching it tomorrow because Jen's doing.
Then I'll watch Tulsa King because I forgot.
And the nice thing is you only have a couple days until the next one comes out.
Yeah, but I'll forget by Sunday.
I feel like
my whole last week was fucked up. Like It was all screwed up.
Tell
The Friday game fucked me. The Ducks playing on Friday screwed up my whole week. And then this week, our game, my high school game, is tomorrow. So it's on Thursday. So I've had to be extra like, this is Wednesday. This is Wednesday. I'm going to do this on Wednesday. Like, I didn't write the list, but I mentally wrote it.
That's wild. Like why can't they schedule
No
your
refs. Yeah. So they were like Saturday or Thursday. And I'm like, not fucking Saturday.
Not fucking set for real.
Yeah. And then Hunt's like, well, Thursday, they have to go to school, then get on a bus for 5 hours, and then ride over here.
Like, yeah, that's about the size of it when you play
Okay.
1A, 2A ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
about the size of it when you're in high school.
Like, isn't that
like
half
5 hours? How many times did you ride a bus for 5 hours, though?
Twice.
Yeah. So it's not that common.
Yeah, 5 hours is a haul.
Yeah, 5 hours. I was thinking go to school, then go get on a bus. I'm like, it's called a half day because you got a game.
Right. But still, it sucks riding on a bus. My back hurt after going to Powers. I'm like, it sucks.
Fuck them anyway.
Yeah, because fuck them. That's why.
So was there tomfoolery in that outcome against Powers, or that just
they're just assholes. They're the biggest fucking assholes. Hey, Powers, watch this. I'm gonna put your name in the fucking credits. Powers is a bunch of fucking assholes. Well, didn't I tell you about it? No, I didn't.
Not really.
That happened last week.
You just kind of said these guys are fucking assholes, and you didn't really expound.
So
on
the
it.
game got stopped 3 times because of fans. The first time they had this guy with one tooth screaming at one of our players for making a tackle. He like tackled him at his fucking thighs. Like, how else is he supposed to tackle?
Like, well, he was mad that he thought he was
tackling a 5'6" dude. So he's not gonna just fucking like bonk you down, you know.
So he was mad. He thought that it was a dirty play because boy play football.
Yes, and he's kind of a bitch. The second time, so they have, because it's 6-man, they got a narrower field. It's only 40 yards wide instead of 160 feet. And the bleachers are super far back now. So our fans, because I guess Powers decided to switch at some point. Usually we're on the far side and they have the bleacher side. Well, all the Powers people are literally sitting in lawn chairs 3 feet from the fucking sideline on their side.
Because there's no one to tell them no.
Right. And so our guys are like, well, we're just going to stand over here then on the sides. What are you going to do? Mm-hmm. Well, apparently they're going to stop the game because the refs can now hear the fucking fans yelling shit. And they're like, they got to go back up in the bleachers. And I wasn't going to tell them. I'm like, just go to the other side, guys, where they're at. Go stand over there. Then they get in trouble. But none of them listen to me, so whatever. And then I guess we got it
sound like they're the problem.
We got an email from OSAA saying that our team is being watched for sportsman bullshit because we didn't make our parents go sit in the bleachers. I'm like, I'm coaching a game. I'm not policing the parents. That's not my job. I'm responsible for the kids while I'm here. They drove themselves. I don't have to fucking deal with that. That's not my problem. I'm not the athletic director who was supposed to be there.
You're not the athletic director. You're also not the facility supervisor. So that's the person who's supposed to be making decisions about who's supposed to be where.
So the principal for Powers came over and told our parents to go sit down in the bleachers. And they're like, well, why are they not in the bleachers? No response.
Yeah.
And I said the same thing. I'm like, isn't that kind of hypocritical? Like, you're just going to have them over there, but we can't stand?
Well, hypocrisy is the worst part.
So then the third time was because the Powers parents are yelling at the refs. And the refs are like, nope, can't have that. So they made them stop chirping. It's like, just make them go sit in the bleachers like you did to us.
Mm-hmm. Where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. I remember sportsmanship was always an interesting thing because I went to a Christian school, right? So we had to be super extra sportsmanlike. No one else really seemed to feel that way. But like we had to write like our AD had to write letters to schools because we would score like 80 points a game, and when you're playing the deaf kids and they're only scoring 50, people get mad at that. Like, well, kid tried to rip my arm out of the socket. Like, fuck off.
They can't hear the buzzer.
Yeah, they can't hear the crowd roar as I hit this 3. Sick. Anyway, yeah, like
it's not like you were hitting threes and celebrating like this.
How do you know? But the worst
right?
the worst instance of sportsmanship I dealt with was at fucking Perrydale.
They suck. That's who it is. Perrydale. I was trying to remember that name the other day because we played them too.
You got beef with Perrydale too?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate Perrydale. So like I don't have a lot of hair on my head. But we had a dude in high school that was going through fucking baldness. Like sometimes it happens. It's a tough break. The dude's got stringy hair, he's blonde, and it's starting to go. So these fucking adults, mind you, are chanting Rogaine at this kid as he's shooting free throws. Like I made sure to run it up. Like we ran it up on Perrydale. And I kind of got in trouble because I got a little mouthy.
No.
But who, me? What? Right? But yeah, like I don't understand like what possesses an adult human to go to a child's athletic event and just project, I guess, is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like, how small is your life that you're at
6?
You're at Powers football, screaming at a guy making $40 a game.
Have you ever been to Powers?
No.
There's not much there. There's a bar and a trailer park.
The bar is in the trailer park.
It's right next to it. Yeah.
To cut down on DUIs.
Yeah.
Notice I didn't say eliminate. I said cut down on.
Well, there's no cops, so that helps.
They're at the bar.
Right. But what else did they do? They 3 late hit out of bounds from the same kid, not ejected, not warned, not anything. Like dudes on other side of the chains, which are 3 yards off the field, and then gets tackled. Like, what the fuck? Figure your shit out.
Is
like
Powers,
I get it. They're a good team.
Good? Yeah, I was gonna say, is Powers ranked or some shit?
They're ranked first. They haven't lost a league game in like 3 years or some shit. They're good. They've got some strength, but they're just fucking dickheads.
Helps when you have 17-year-old 8th graders.
Right.
That sounds like helmets to knees times.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
we got warned before the game by our AD to not be dirty and not sink to their level because he knows they're pieces of shit.
Yeah,
that's got to be so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
like when I dealt with McKinsey and Mohawk, I hated that they were better than us and that they were playing at a level below.
Yeah,
but they were never dirty. They played the game the right way. I can't imagine playing against the best team in the state and they're dirty.
Yeah. They're like the cops from that Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, The Longest Yard?
Yeah, that one.
That upset you?
That's how a white man runs a football.
They did have an Asian kid running the ball though, so they didn't say that, but
yeah, they're just calculating how many yards per carry they were getting.
But like after they make the tackle, they're like twisting things, and I'm like, well, I mean, I kind of did that once, but not every play.
Yeah,
this is every play.
Yeah, you twist something when someone does something particularly egregious. Those are like
by the nuts once.
I would post up aggressively. Very
basketball is a little in the open. Like this was in a pile. I'm like, well, I'm crunching this guy's fucking testes because fuck him.
Yeah, that is different.
I got known by North Bend as the guy that'll spit chew in your face.
I'm glad you didn't get known as like the ball grabber or something like that.
Yeah,
Watch
no,
out for that
'cause
guy. He's the ball grabber.
When North Bend dropped down to 3A, they were a terrible 4A school.
Wait, North Bend? North Bend had a school outside of Marshfield?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Yep.
Why not just put those two fucking schools together?
Because then they'd be good.
Oh.
No.
Why would that ever happen?
Yeah.
Fuck
Marshfield was good when I was a kid.
Yeah, Marshfield was good when my dad was in high school.
And when I was in high school. It's like Marshfield's like, stay over there, North Bend.
Yeah.
Like
it's kind of like North and South Medford.
Ew.
North Bend is where they keep the white folk.
But their mascot's the Black Tornadoes.
That's Medford.
That's what you said.
That's
North and South Medford.
North Bend. I was making a joke about the sign they used to have. How it was the happiest place in the world.
I thought you said North and South Medford.
Well, I did, and then I went back to North Bend, happiest place in the world, except for people who bother you.
Yeah, neighbors.
Naysayers.
Naysayers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjas.
But yeah, they dropped down and they were a really good 3A school. I was like, yeah, because you just got your shit pushed in by 4A schools for the last forever.
Mm-hmm.
And they like to run their mouth, and I liked to chew. and they were a good team.
Dave comes over Trayshawn Holden style.
Yeah. They were a good team, but I was a better linebacker than they were a team.
Yeah.
And so I'd get a tackle in the backfield and then lay on him and just go just the whole thing, the whole dip. And I kept, this is the gross part, I kept my dip in my jock in my pants so that I could grab another one.
Did you see that Baker Mayfield putting Zen in on the sidelines the other day?
No.
It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to Dave, but I don't know if he ever looks at anything. So.
Have you seen Mike McDaniel vape on the sidelines?
I have.
Mm-hmm. He looks like a vapor.
He was smooth with it too. Like he had it in his hand, and they were playing it like Buffalo, so everybody was already breathing out fog and whatever, and he's just like. But anybody who vapes knows that movement.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, well, I remember when Pat Mack asked Dan Lanning.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Like, hey, how many Zenders are going to be going through? And he's like,
no comment.
Yeah. What?
It's funny to think about things like that, like how many, because like off the top of your head, people don't really smoke cigarettes anymore. Like I saw one of my coworkers with a dart today, and I was like, what the fuck? Huh. Mm-hmm. All right. And then like everybody's just walking around the shop just constantly, is whatever. Like who really cares? Mm-hmm. This is so weird to see somebody with a cigarette at this point.
Mm-hmm. And it's so weird when you see a young person smoking. When I see a young person smoking, I'm like, get out of here, juvie.
Like I'm the lowest. I'm the lower limit of people who should be handling cigarettes.
It is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've all turned to vapes.
Yeah, because first of all, it doesn't taste like shit.
Yeah,
like
makes sense.
Like cigarettes.
It almost kind of makes me wonder when the tobacco and tobacco companies are going to start dying off.
Well, they bought like Juul and they bought some other ones.
I'm sure they saw the writing in the clouds or
in the clouds.
read the bones on the river or something like that.
The bones on the river.
The bones on the river might be a good name for the episode.
And it also might make it like a good like detective movie starring Sandra Bullock.
Bones on the River.
Bones on the River starring Sandra Bullock.
It makes a great name
PG-13.
for. It makes a great detective movie and a porn.
Yeah.
Bones on the River.
One detective must go on a journey that leads him inward.
It's the undertitle for the next True Detective.
Have you finished season 1 yet?
Yeah, it was good.
Real fucking good.
When that fucking dude gets picked up, I'm like, oh!
I love the scene when he has the woman in the holding cell and basically tells her to kill herself.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so cold. Like that. Like let's hear it. I want to hear your full review of season 1 of True Detective.
It's been like 2 weeks.
It's like it's one of my favorite pieces of media. Like the first season of True Detective. Like I need to watch it again because some of my memory has slipped on a lot of it. But I mean, as long as I have a translator. But
it's a good story. You got 2 pretty solid actors playing the lead. The way they tell it, I mean, I don't know if they had to do it that way, but I guess it makes sense if like it works. But
what do you mean by the way they tell it?
Well, they start him like you got Woody sitting down and he's talking to a camera and you see that there's like 2 dudes interviewing him and then all right. He's sitting there, but he's got like long hair and yeah, everyone knows what all right means. And I don't know if you had to do it that way, but it made some interesting stuff, I guess. So you got to find out where they are now and how they got there and why. And
I'll start drinking at noon on Thursday.
Right. So
you don't get to interrupt that. You don't get to interrupt that.
But it was cool how they kept following the little breadcrumbs, chasing down wrong leads, and the whole biker gang thing was cool. Like when he fucking smacks the dude and then takes him, kidnaps him, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
They gone rogue.
Yeah. It's about that point when you're like, oh, this isn't he's not really a cop, is he?
No. Like he's a cop because it was like a job that he could do, I think.
He's a cop because it allows him to cover up the illegal shit he's doing.
Kinda, yeah. And then like the whole visions he would have, he's just like, I'm seeing things, but I know I'm seeing things.
And that's always the scariest kind of person, like the person who has visions, but they're like, hang on, I'm having an out of body experience. I'll be right back.
Right.
Okay, I'm back. I just spoke to God, and he says it's over there.
Fucking up.
What? Now you got a song in my head.
What if God was
No, it's like, tell me, oh, yeah. I don't know how it goes.
Tell me
something about all your thoughts on God or something.
H-O-T-T-O-G. That one?
Nope. H-O-T-D-O-G-O. I can get a hot dog to go.
Oh, H-O-T-G-O-G-O. Hot dog. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I like it. Yeah, I'm going to be
That's what a corn dog is.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
No, it is right. Anyway, it was good. It was good, almost good enough to make me want to watch the next season. But then
don't do it.
I'm good. I'll just stick with Penguin and.
You're good. You're
Who
good.
Was second season.
It's that's Vince Vaughn. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. And Vince Vaughn, right?
So this is what brought me to almost want to watch it because Vince Vaughn is in that show that I was telling you guys about.
Lazy Monkeys.
Bad Monkey.
Crazy Dogs.
Bad Monkey. And the chick that is Woody's wife is Vince Vaughn's girlfriend in that show. And so I was like, wait, am I finally going to get to see her naked? Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Nipple. That's a nipple. I'm counting it. That's a nipple.
One nipple counts.
That's another show. You guys need to watch it. Bad
Monkey.
It's a good mystery thing. It's not nearly as intense as True Detective.
Hold on. Where to stream Good Donkey?
God damn it. It's on Apple TV.
Yeah, you need to send through that Apple TV.
Oh, yeah. Bales has it.
Does he?
He's on mine anyway.
Well, hell.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to.
He's got his own login. Because I was like, well, I could just add him to my family thing, and then I don't have to do anything extra. I think I can have like 8 people. Maybe I'll throw you on there too.
My Hulu has, like Ben has created the ghost that watches Hulu.
I thought it was only 4 that you could have.
On Apple? I don't think so, because like there's you and me,
Riff.
Bales, Alicia,
Oh, okay.
and then Jackie's on there, and Bales. So that's 6.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
Okay.
I haven't got kicked off.
To go.
Because I think it says when you set up the family thing. I don't know why I'm looking. I don't care that much, but I think it tells you that you can
Oh, okay.
have up to 8.
That's just, I think I'm supposed to get Apple TV for free on my phone now.
Well, you have it already.
Yeah, I know, but with T-Mobile, with my veterans thing,
Oh yeah.
I just forgot to go and take care of that.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
And you'd have to leave our family, and you couldn't get our Apple Music.
To go.
Yeah, that's why I gotta figure out what it actually is.
H-
Shut up, Jake!
running through my head.
Dave, did I tell you about
That
like?
song's called "An Hour Later," by the way. I figured.
Oh,
it out.
okay.
I can go for an hour later.
Now I don't know why we're not having now and later right now. So at first, like,
whatchamacallits.
I hadn't heard "Hot to Go" at all until I heard it one time at a baseball game. I was like, I'm gonna hear this song a lot. Yeah, it's Dave hasn't. You have.
Yeah, I have. You
Oh,
told
well,
me
then
about the
fuck
podcast.
it.
We've all heard it. We've all
God
heard it.
damn it!
Bullet Sponge, tell us if we've heard that story before.
Yeah. So some of you don't know, I hadn't talked about this. I watched Dazed and Confused for the first time.
The first time in forever?
The first time in forever.
Like you'd seen it before and then you forgot that you'd seen
No,
it?
I hadn't seen it before.
How does this happen on my watch?
I don't know. It's gonna make you upset. I didn't really like it.
What does your Apple Watch have to do with it?
I don't know if I can talk to Jake for a while.
Oops.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I mean, I guess I thought there'd be a lot more Wooderson. It just wasn't.
Huh?
No, there's not much worse than actually in that.
He's got like 7 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, I was expecting like a solid 20 to 30.
He's not in high school.
So clearly that doesn't stop him from being around.
Yeah. At night.
It makes him at night.
You're like, he wasn't in high school. I was also like, neither were you, Robin.
I was thinking the same thing when I said it.
You were always around.
I was like, I'm not gonna let him figure it out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that one go.
Slide it on by.
Not on my Apple Watch.
I get older, they stay the same age. Wait, no.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
do. See, he loved it. He hated that he loved it.
Well,
see,
I like
say that in college now. I know they're.
I like the 4 or 5 lines that I know. You know.
Like,
Hey, fucker! I did.
I did have a Wooderson moment pop into my head today. I'm glad you brought up Dazed and Confused because I was walking through campus and these 2 girls walked by and they were both wearing like legging pants. Fat
hey, you
booties.
got a joint on you.
And I was just like, and I literally went, all right.
Oh, you went with a different line. Dang, I was hoping it was the one I said.
Be a lot cooler if you did. You see, like, and that's I like that moment. Mm-hmm. I was ready for that, and that happened. And I was like, ha ha, yeah.
Bowling ball. You're like,
I would rather.
When was the last time you watched Varsity Blues? Like, I feel like those two go together.
It's been a while since I watched Varsity Blues, but I don't want your life.
I feel like I need to watch it again because I've got kids that keep getting hurt, and I'm like, where do I get that shot?
Right. I want to watch the program again.
The programs.
I have
great.
it.
I love the program.
That's it. Isn't it on? I feel like Disney owns it somehow.
It's not on anything though. I tried looking up where to stream it.
You know what?
So you gotta buy it.
What movie like that I do like is PCU.
That's a good one.
PCU is fucking great.
I don't think I've watched PCU.
Yeah, you have.
You have. I guarantee you have.
It's one
of those I can't quote, but I've definitely seen movies.
What is his name? He plays on all the MCU movies. Happy. He plays Happy.
Jeremy Piven?
No.
Yes, Jeremy Piven is in that movie.
No, but I mean like the other guy. The next
John Favreau. But yes, Jeremy
Favreau.
Piven is in that movie. That's really funny.
Because Jeremy Piven that's like the movie that gave him his break.
Yeah, and David Spade's in it.
And see, that makes me want to watch Van Wilder.
See, I never saw Van Wilder. See, we're getting multi-level disappointment here in this episode of my show. Disappointed in
Oh
Dave
wait,
for-
yeah, I've seen it
All right, shit. Now I'm on the
because
hook
I had to
again.
go to. As soon as I saw the picture of Jon Favreau, I remembered.
You don't
I'm
wear
like-
the shirt of the band that you're going to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I was like scrolling through the pictures, and I'm like, I don't recognize any of this, and then dreaded Favreau. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
I've
this
seen it.
movie.
The
What is this?
dreaded
Draws.
Favreau.
Draws was his name, I think.
What? Drozdov from WWF?
No, just Draws.
Is the guy who broke his neck?
I know who you're talking about.
No, that was Kurt Angle.
Kirk Angle?
Gutter.
Gutter. Oh, that's right. Gutter. What was Jeremy Piven's character?
Piven was Draws was his
Oh,
nickname.
okay. Gotcha.
James
See?
Andrews.
That's right. And seeing that makes me want to watch Old School. You're like, they're all tied together.
Mhm.
All these.
See, I've never
school
seen Old
movies.
School. No,
I will
I'm-
fucking quit I will leave right
now.
because I know you've watched it at my apartment. So don't try that
I've
shit.
definitely seen it.
I was
used
just
to have
scrolling
the
through who.
DVD on and I'd play it and then I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up and it's just in the background is just boobs.
It's a good way to wake
Why
up.
not?
I didn't mind.
So
I
what?
was just scrolling through the actors, and I came across this guy, and I was like, "Who's this Jake Busey, Gary Busey looking motherfucker?" And then I moved my thumb.
And it's
And I was
Gary
like,
Busey.
It's Jake Busey.
He looks a lot like Gary. He looks like he could be Gary Busey's kid. Who is this guy?
Is he in the Starship Trooper
Yep.
movie?
He's
don't know.
Ace.
Ace. That's another
Ace
good movie
Levy.
with boobs.
A
Mhm.
lot of boobs.
A lot of boobs.
And the shower scene is famous for
A
its
lot of
boobs.
bots. Yeah.
I love how I've seen the shower scene, but I haven't seen Starship Troopers. I would like to see it, understanding that it's a
Mhm.
it's
You've
a
seen enough.
satire.
You've seen
Well,
enough.
I would like to see it for the why it's an important movie.
See, and that makes me
Mhm.
think about how bad Orville fell off. I don't know if it fell off so much as they took a long break when it got canceled on Fox, and then it went to like Hulu, and then it became like the Orville longer episodes. I don't know what they called it, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
Orville Longerbockens.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what
fucking
it was.
Orville, but longer is what they called it.
And now it takes 5 minutes to pop your popcorn.
And it was already I get that it was a sci-fi show, but it was already kind of slow.
Yeah, they had like 3 jokes. I feel like I'm talking about The Godfather and I'm Michael Scott, but like there were like
They're
only
like
3 big
good laughs total.
But yeah, I liked it when I watched it. It was so long and like you said, slow.
I
I
lose
had to-
interest in the Orville quickly.
Yeah.
Like the overall plot that they were trying to push. Like I don't really care. I don't really care that he's got his ex-wife on his ship. Like, I just want to hear Norm Macdonald as a blob.
And then he died.
Then he died. But then yeah, it was like Orville New Beginnings or Animal Crossing.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then his ex-wife was on John Wick as an assassin.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all tied together.
I still got to watch the third John Wick. I started watching it and then I started doing it, so I had to stop watching it.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Not to me, but like other people.
Other people. I've heard.
A lot of people are saying it.
Wouldn't happen to me.
I would never say that.
Oh, hey, look,
Trying
Trayshawn Holden's going to play this weekend.
Oh, he's gonna be fucking right.
Yeah, Trayshawn Holden.
Yeah, that's what you get for spitting.
Give him that hot
Mhm. Yeah, you
It's
gotta
like-
spin the
Speaking of
pile,
tuna.
guy.
Like if you're gonna spit, don't throw your head forward when you do it.
right?
Like have him come over and be like, "Hey, he spit on me." I'm like, "I was talking shit, man. It was an accident." But when you're like,
no,
"Bleh!"
spit on me.
yeah, I was throwing up
It
because
was,
he spit.
it was a counter spit.
Yeah. I had concepts of a spit.
I like the concept of a woman.
I'd like to take them concept. Put them in my videos.
This is the most
they're nibbly bits.
fluid podcast you guys will ever hear.
Yeah,
Ever.
We just went from impressions to Powers Cruisers Suck to Vaping, True Detective, Apple TV, and TVs and movies. And the TVs and movies was like 10 minutes. We hadn't even talked about the Ducks.
My show speed run.
Yeah, I blame starting the show drunk.
Not drunk, but I'll agree.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking.
Talking about.
So yeah, the Ducks, huh? How about that local sports team?
Hey, who's ranked first in the country?
Oregon. And hey, ask our coach how he feels about it. Quote, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like he didn't even blink.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ducks are ranked 1. What do you think about that? Who cares?
Yeah.
Such a great response.
Alabama and Texas were both ranked 1.
They care.
Yeah.
They care a lot. Like the Care Bears.
You know who else cares a lot right now is Will Howard. He cares a lot all of a sudden.
Will Howard is not happy.
No.
Does he transfer to Oregon next year?
I hope not, because he's a fucking
sucks.
bum.
Yeah, we don't want him. No, we don't want him.
We don't want you.
Yeah, he's like, oh, if the referees would have called the timeout when they were supposed to, they just didn't want to get the fans off the field. It's like, okay, hang on. Let's play out the rules of football here. Let's say you slide with 1 second on the clock. The referee then has to turn and look at the coach, see that the coach is calling a timeout, look at the clock, see if there's any time on the clock, and then award a timeout. So if you believe...
a captain can call timeout.
Not in college.
That's the whole point of having captains. They can call timeouts and they talk to the refs if they're the only person that's allowed to talk to the refs.
It's my understanding this year. I watched a game where an assistant coach, maybe it's the NFL.
Well, I know an assistant can't call timeout, but they let one happen, and that wasn't supposed to happen.
Right. So maybe that's what I'm misunderstanding. But I thought that only the coaches could call a timeout in NCAA.
And I guess it's possible, but
in any event, regardless of who is calling the timeout, they have to get the attention of the nearest referee, call said timeout, have that referee look at the clock, and then award said timeout.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to happen in 1 second.
I can't remember the last time I physically saw a timeout being called and then at least a second didn't run off.
Right.
Like when there's 14 seconds, they'll be like, okay, we'll run it back to 18 seconds. But I've never seen it happen where they award a timeout. I mean, at the end of the game, where they're like, okay, that was a 0. They definitely was a 0 when they called the timeout, because at that point it's a judgment call.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I've seen is one untimed play.
Yeah, and that's on a penalty usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they
turnover.
Ohio. A lot of Ohio State fans wanted to they post all the problem.
Suck a dick.
Want to complain about that and stuff like that, and we beat ourselves. No. I'm pretty sure I said this last week, but Oregon beat themselves and then still won.
And we won.
And we left like 20 some points on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got
not to mention, you guys got a free touchdown because we didn't want to call up to the Indianapolis and be like, hey, you want to look at this one? Like, no, Ohio State's our blue blood. Not anymore, baby.
Transfusion, bitch.
And then we beat Purdue on a
by
Friday.
A lot. Real bad.
Yeah, it was. They were like, spoiler makers, fuck off.
I love how everybody in the Big Ten was like, it's really not cool how Oregon doesn't adhere to Big Ten culture by struggling at Purdue on the road. This is really fucked up. Mm-hmm. Like, how can you guys call yourselves a real school?
I am really glad Purdue didn't come here, though, because we would have been shit-faced.
Yeah.
We would have been so shit. We would have been drinking all the Boilermakers.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that halfway through the game, and my dad's like, "Man, this team sucks. They must be drunk." And I was like, "Thanks, Dad. That's a good one."
Dynamite drop in.
Dynamite.
Back to you.
Back to you, Ken.
Dad. Oh, because of Boilermakers.
Yeah.
Got it. I bet you Manhattan University's terrible too. The fuck? Shut up, Dad.
Yes. Which is Kansas State, so.
Yeah, fuck them.
But yeah, it was yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, next year, if they, I don't know, actually, we're probably not playing them next year, but
I think we are.
I thought we played at Penn State this year. I guess we don't.
We do not. We play at Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin and Michigan, which I have a game that day.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, because we got 2 Friday games this year.
Oregon's 2025 football schedule. We have Montana State, Oklahoma.
Saturday.
We got to play back-to-back orange and black. Got Oklahoma State and then Oregon State. That's weird. At Iowa, at Northwestern, Indiana, Minnesota, USC, Wisconsin, at Penn State, at Rutgers, at Washington.
That's where I got it.
So we close the season with 3 road games. Our tailgate season is going to be over in early November.
Mm-hmm.
We don't play Mashington at the end? Oh, no, it's away. Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, and I'll be living in Portland by that point. So it wouldn't even be a home game for me.
Yeah, that's gay.
They're really ending this regular season on 3 road games?
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this bullshit?
So get this. So I'm sure there's a bye week in here, but it goes home, 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 away, away, home, 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 away, away, away.
Fuck.
That sounds so exhausting.
Yeah, I'm tired already.
I'm already tired of next season.
Jesus.
And
next season sucks.
The home schedule isn't even good. Montana State, Oklahoma State, Oregon State, Indiana, Minnesota, USC, Wisconsin.
Tomorrow and next season. It sucks.
Yeah, tomorrow on next season.
Oh.
Man, they sure fucking got us with the first year, getting us playing Ohio State. Oh, and Michigan. Guys get excited.
Montana State will be a competitive game, I think.
Unfortunately. Then we'll blow out both OSUs because Oklahoma State's going to lose their running back, and they were already shitty with him.
Yeah, he was banged up against BYU. I watched that game. That was
He's like, I'm gonna go in for a play. I'm hurt again.
Oh no, I suck again.
At Iowa might be cool. Get to see wave at the sick kids, like the cancer kids and shit.
We don't play the Vandals again, do we? I
know
you rattled off the list, but
no, we've got Montana State in that slot.
Okay, all right. I just found out
change.
I just found out a buddy of mine that I served with in San Diego. His son is on the Vandals. So I was like, cool, good for you.
All right, here's now get 26. We've got Boise at Oklahoma State. Oregon State's not in this. Portland State at Illinois, at Michigan State, Michigan, Nebraska, Northwest. 5 consecutive home games. Michigan, Nebraska, Northwestern, UCLA, Washington, at Ohio State, at USC.
There better be a bye in there.
Yeah.
There better be a couple buys in there.
Because I'm going to need a nap.
I'm going to be living closer, and I'm still tired already.
Fuck.
Because you're not going to have me to wake you up.
Yeah.
You'll have me. Yeah, you'll have Ben and me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Somebody will be there.
Because Jake will be posted up in our guest room.
Yeah, I'll be on the floor somewhere in a kimono.
No, there should be. I was talking to Ben. And I was like, hey, because we talked to Bales. I was like, hey, I don't care how many people are living there. We're gonna have 1 extra bedroom. I was like, that's gonna be the computer gun room. And he's like, okay.
There used to be this house in Eugene that I would go to because it had parties. And it was one of those weird, like, 6-bedroom houses that every wing had, like, 2 bedrooms in it. And then there was, like, a massive center. It was almost like a quad, but it was a house. And it felt like a fucking flop house when you were there.
We're streaking through the quad at the gymnasium.
Go streaking.
Bring your green hat. Snoop.
I did randomly walk into a house party in Eugene one time when I was walking the streets drunk with old Machinator.
Yeah.
I don't even remember why I was in Eugene, and because we hung out, but we never him and I just hung out. That was the one and only time that's ever happened.
Was it after like a Throbbit party?
No, I can't remember. I
So
want to say this might have even
I don't
been
remember.
Before. No, I don't remember. This might have been before I joined the Navy.
Oh.
But I'm
no,
in
because
Eugene.
Samson wouldn't have been in Eugene. He would have been like 15.
He would have been. Yeah, that's right. All right. So, but anyways, I'm in Eugene. Samson and I were drinking for some reason. We end up walking around Eugene, stop and buy some Mad Dogs, like 4 of them. We drink those, start throwing them at signs.
As you do.
We somehow end up in a neighborhood, and we're walking and we hear a party, and we just walk up to the door and walk in. And it's a bunch of Eugene hippies, and they're just like, "Who are you?" And we're like, "We're the party."
I'm Mike.
We're here to party.
Yeah. I don't remember how everything goes down. I know eventually I'm grabbing Samson like, "Hey, we need to go." I'm pretty sure he kicked a potted plant.
That sounds on brand.
And then we're walking down the street, and then a car shows up, and someone gets out of the car, and it's one of the people from there, and Samson kicks their headlight. And then we take off
Still
running.
on brand.
Right.
Find a bum. I give him money. He buys us some Thunderbird and Night Train.
Oh my God.
And that's all I remember.
I'm on the night train.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I remember.
That will do it.
And then we had Christmas.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, now we might have been at Mike's place when he moved into that quad.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
And he had school or work or something, and Samson and I were like, "No, we're here to party."
Fuck that. Robin, you ever got bad vibes from a party and decided to dip out before something bad happened?
Yes, I went to a party when I was going to Western. This chick from one of my classes was like, "Hey, there's a party at whatever place it was." It was like this house way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I get there, find her, and
That's how the best
I was
and
like,
worst parties go.
Yeah, I was like, this is weird. I'm dipping. Like I was there for fucking 10 minutes and left. Like this is the worst. I don't feel like this is gonna end well.
I went to, so how I ended up in this circle, I went to a rap concert and I ended up getting felt up the entire show. More on, like, we can talk about that another time. But I got invited, like, "Hey, you should come hang out. You seem like a cool guy." I'm like, "All right, cool, I'll come hang out." So I'm hanging out with this group of people, and I get invited to like a Halloween party on campus. And I'm like, "Okay, cool, that sounds like fun." So I show up, I walk in, like I do a lap around the house, and you just get that fucking feeling, like, nah, this ain't it. Like I shouldn't be here.
Was it a frat?
It may have been. I don't think it was.
The vibes at the frats, man.
So
real rapey.
Yeah,
very.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm about a block up the street, and they start throwing pumpkins out into the street at cars and shit. Yeah, it did not take long for berries and cherries to show up. And by this point, I'm solid 2 blocks up the street, and I'm cooking now. I'm like, I don't even fucking look back, bro. Like, it's just, I just see blue and red just everywhere. I'm just like, I made the right decision today.
He's the fastest kid alive.
Yeah, that was one of the. And then I went to another party, and it's before I was smoking weed, but people were playing pong and smoking weed, and I'm like, I don't really want to get drunk on a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I'm not really much of a smoker, so I don't think this party scene is for me. And then I never saw those jabronis again.
And then we had Christmas.
Most of the parties I ever went to were like, I was either involved with planning it, or it was at my house or Crouch's house. Like,
yeah.
So for the most part, like I was like, I'm good.
I do sometimes miss our parties in Corvallis. because then you and I would just get drunk and yell at the college students
Yeah.
that were in the house.
I remember
Like,
how
hey.
shocked they were when they found out I had degrees. They're like, wait, you have degrees? I'm like, yeah. Just because I don't want to fucking use it doesn't mean I don't have it.
Yeah.
Dude, the funniest thing about being around the veterinarian students was when they realized that they ranked way further down on the smart scale than they thought they did.
Mm-hmm.
They all thought they were just fucking super, like they were fucking
we
pompous
go to college.
about it.
Yeah.
We're so smart.
Like the day I brought up rhodopsin,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck is this guy talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know the chemical in your eye that burns off when it sees light, and so it allows you to see in the dark is actually a chemical in your eye called rhodopsin." They're like, "What the fuck just came out of this guy's mouth?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I know more than you." Like,
yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but one of them said something about college, and I was like, I didn't go to college. I killed people. And them, obviously, not knowing me, we all know I didn't kill anybody.
Right.
But they just know some dude showed up. They got out of the military, and he's like,
right.
Yeah, I didn't go to college. I just killed people.
I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life.
Right.
I wonder if I can find any of those old videos. Like, remember Mike dancing with the fucking Andrew on a stick?
Right. My favorite one was the Halloween party where you're recording. You said, "Oh, there's Dave. He's got the bottle. Dave, where's the lid?" And I'm just walking around drinking Evan out of the bottle.
Yeah, that's when you were drinking straight up like the ghost.
That's when I was drinking to die.
Yeah, Dave wanted to kill himself via alcohol poisoning, and he failed.
What a failure!
What a loser! Way to go, Dave!
Couldn't even kill myself right.
Can't even kill yourself properly. You suck. Idiot.
Trying to find some of those videos. I know I have them.
Did you hear about the guy who pretends to be Napoleon Dynamite on TikTok getting attacked in Dallas?
I saw that. Yeah.
Shit's so funny. Like people are so dumb. So dumb.
So dumb. How dumb are they?
That's dumb enough to attack a guy on the internet because you didn't recognize that he looks like a guy from a movie. Shit. Yeah. Man, Texas is fucking stupid. Shout out everyone in Texas that listens to the show. You're not fucking stupid, but you probably are because you live in fucking Texas. Hi, Levi.
Yeah, Samson.
Oh. Yeah, Samson. Give me those fingers.
He got beat up by the cops today or yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Was he screaming Rodney King the whole time?
Probably. I don't know. He's just gotten hit. I don't know. He said he got hit in the ribs and like his eyes all black and there's a cut on his head.
It was already black.
Blacker.
Is it black?
Black.
I saw a video of this, and I don't know why he's getting arrested, but it's this old white guy outside of his house, and the cops are there and they're cuffing him. And as they're standing, and he's looking at the cops, going, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
At least he's got an Oregon shirt on.
Why does he look like Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness?
Because he's not happy.
He's no longer Samson. He's Uncle Samson.
The Pursuit of Uncle Samson.
I can imagine Samson pulling into an Uncle Ruckus type character.
Oh, yeah. That could happen.
He's like, "This is why I hate all the black folk." God damn, Samson.
I want to talk to Samson.
Think they're the best dancers.
To the moon to get lifted.
It's two different directions. And they stink. How much time you got, pal?
Fuck your couch.
Well, these people,
hey,
they could have been anywhere in the world. We appreciate that. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube if you want to see us fiddle fuck around for a half hour before the show starts. It's funny. It's good stuff. We do that. We play with our fingers and holes. Penis.
Much faster.
But, because I'm into it. But for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
Until we meet again.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Go motherfucking Ducks.
Life.
make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.